Welcome to another episode of our Women's Wellness That Works Expert Series. And today I have one of my favorite people. She is my personal branding photographer, but she also does events and retreats. And she is here today, Lea Prokopowicz. Okay. How do you pronounce that?
Prokopowicz.
Lea Prokopowicz. There you go.
Oh, you're so good at it, actually.
Thank you. I should by now. So we've known each other for, was it 4 years now? 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, prior COVID for sure. 4 years.
2018, 19, 20. Yeah, it's been 4 years.
Yes.
So when I first met you, I think I interviewed at least a dozen or maybe half a dozen or more photographers. And, you know, I was just starting out as Essential Anne back in 2018. And I wanted to find the right person who had the right connection, right energy, right vibe. And I swear, everyone just basically texted me their quote. But you were different because you actually called and said, let's meet and let's talk. Let's learn about you. So, you know, that's something you still do to this day, correct?
Absolutely. It needs to be through personal connection. If not through personal connection in person, at least personal connection via Zoom and other helpful tools like we are doing right now. But yeah, I always am interested in the person who I'm going to be working with.
I know. And that's what I loved about you and meeting you. And I think the questions you asked too were so on point, you know, like, what do you like to do? What are you interested in? You know, it's not just, oh, what's this about? You know, what kind of photos do you want? Blah, blah, blah. You really wanted to get to know the person. And that's how I felt. And I think we spoke for like 2 hours or more. And it was just an amazing consultation the first time we met. So I
have the same feeling. I feel like we really connected on the personal level from the beginning. And when you started, I was exactly interested in what you were doing. So it went beyond just the business as a photographer and the client. So I really wanted to know as much as possible about your business. And of course, it helped us then when we were working together.
Yeah, I agree. I think what you did for me, first of all, let's not talk about me because it's not about me. It's about you. And let's talk about how you got started as a branding photographer. Why were you interested in branding?
Yeah. So I have a long story and short story. Okay. So I'll give you the middle. But basically, as a photographer, I started with my kids, being a newborn photographer, being a kids photographer, then family photographer. Word spread out as lots of us photographers have that experience. But the breaking point for me happened when I actually hired a life coach. Her name is Rachel Birch, and I will be forever grateful to her. And she took me on totally different ride. And she was the one who first introduced me to her personal branding photography because she started to use it in her business. And I was fascinated by that. So I did research. I was just hungry to learn all about this specific niche. And I was taking master classes, I was taking online courses, and all that brought me to you. And that's how I started.
Yeah. So why is it important for, let's say, an entrepreneur who's just starting out to have professional photographs?
Well, in today's world, whoever wants to start business or be in public eye, unfortunately, there is no way without internet. So you have to have an online presence. I understand that there is a lot of businesses who do well with word of mouth, but as well, those businesses, whoever hear about them, they go online and they Google them and they want to see what is this business legit? Is that what, they want to be working with.
Mm-hmm.
So those branding photos, they kind of create this idea of your online persona and giving the clients the little sneak peek of what is it to work with Anne, create that experience, because it's all about experience. It's all about how we make others to feel and what we find at the end, what we are looking for as far as the emotion goes.
Yeah, and I think every time we've had a photo shoot, it's always been a fun experience. It's always been, energetic. I mean, and you're on point. You're like, okay, ladies, let's get together. Let's do, you make sure that it's rolling because, the events that you and I have been working together, it's a long day and there's a lot of layers to it. So you make sure that everything is photographed in the way that you see it and the way that I as the client would like, right?
Yeah, and that's the point of being extremely prepared for the branding shoot like that. No matter what is it, it can be a part of the event, or it can be specifically shot for, I don't know, people have, for example, launches their new website, new products, new book. They just have some new services they want to talk about. So all these photos will be put together in a shot list, and we would create exactly the timeline with different aspects of the photo shoot, as far as what we're gonna wear on this photo, where we're gonna be, what location, what props we're gonna be using, and all of that goes into that extreme preparation. So after we have all that in our hands, then we can go out and have fun.
Yeah, so there's a system or a set of things that people need to be prepared for, which you just mentioned, which is your photo list. What else? What are some of the things to prepare for a photo shoot?
Right. So the most important would be to create mood board, I would say, which will include, like I said, locations, what to wear, what kind of props do you want to use. We will put it into a timeline, and we will make sure that on this particular time we will be in this location wearing this outfit with this props, and we will just keep going, and this way we will have nice and easy process.
And I think we kind of forget that the props are really important. Outfits are great. We get to change and do that. But having the props there are really important for the perfect photograph for your brand, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just...
Oh, my. Joining us today.
He decided to play today, okay? Yes. Right now is the perfect time for him to play. So forgive me. He's my work buddy for
Milo was like our Women's Wellness at Work mascot when he was just a puppy. So it's good to see him that he's still with us.
Yeah, he's still with us. He's not the little puppy, which I was signing up for. He grew a little bit, but it is what it is.
He's such a cutie. Well, he's going to
join. I'm so sorry for the interruption.
No. We're on Zoom, we're live, or this is the way it is, and I think it's great. I know when you and I have done photo shoots together, it's like getting there early, doing the early preset photographs, and then making sure you get the photos of all the decorations, everything that's set up prior to everyone coming to the event or location, right? So that is a process in itself, right?
Yeah.
Everything that you've done.
Yeah, that's the part of the photography when we do events, because you definitely want to capture all the beautiful preparation for that event prior the guests will come. So I am very detail oriented, and I like to capture everything from the food to the flowers to the gifts, which you are very generous every single event. It's like mind blowing how you can create those beautiful gifts, of appreciation of your guests. So there is no way that I would miss any of those photos. It's just so precious. So thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. And what I love about your photos is they're bright and vibrant. And I think that's because of your energy and what you bring to the photo shoot. Your energy, it's the law of attraction. You bring that energy forward, so your photos come up. Speaking of photos, here are some of my photos, Lea's photos here.
Oh, thank you so much.
All over the place.
Yeah.
I want to share really quickly this book that I created. It's the Women's Wellness That Works book, with basically all of Lea's photos that she has created, I think from the very beginning of when we first started, our events. But every interview I've done is in this book, and the photographs, I mean, you can just see they're beautiful and they're bright, and they just say so much about who I am. So my brand, right? Essential Ann. You can see, obviously, if you go to my Essential Ann Instagram and Facebook, all the photos are there. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds from every event to Belize, or the international retreats as well. So you've taken so many photos of so many people. So tell me a story about someone who was interesting. You were taking photos. Is there anything funny that happened, or what happened in some of your photo shoots that you can share without sharing any names?
Oh my gosh. Wow, you just got me off the guard right now. I mean, the whole purpose of me taking photos of people is to have a great time and have fun. Yeah. So pretty much that's just the brand for me to use. But I mean, we've had so many giggles and so many laughs. I really trying to figure out which one to highlight at this point. I remember the one when we finished your very first Newport Beach event, and as a ending, we decided that you're gonna be opening the champagne bottle outside of the venue, and you were so tired after the whole event, and you just pull it off. And you, who don't even drink, you look like the party girl, and it just all over. And I mean, those are one of my favorite photos of that event, because it looks so much joy and fun and just, relief, because it was a very intense day with all of what was happening and the interviews and stuff. And you just really you are amazing. You're the star who is very professional from the beginning and just keeps going, keeping up the fun atmosphere all the way to the end. And you don't disappoint. It's just like, where do you get the energy? Come on, girl.
No, I think I you track from other people, you feed from other people, and I feed it from you and from everyone, all the women that were there. So I definitely feel everyone's energy. And so I just give it back. So here's what I want to ask you. Let's say an entrepreneur is just starting out, right? Yeah. And they want to take some photos. And so what would you recommend? You went through some of the steps, like they need to find a location. They may want to make sure they have a compilation shots. They want to make sure they get their outfits ready and their props ready, right? But let's say they don't know, they have no idea. And obviously your pre-interview is going to determine that, right? But what if somebody doesn't know what they want? They're just starting out.
Well, that's the moment when we meet, if it's virtually or if it's in person, we start to have this conversation about the business. And like I said, the same process, as I've done with you, I am truly investing my interest into that person. So let's say that it could be a real estate agent and they really want to start having conversations with potential clients and build their audience. And today's world is all about social media and become social. So what I'm asking from those people is, how do you see yourself that you want to connect, or how do you do it in person? And then, little, they would tell you they don't know, but based on my question, they start to kind of come up with little answers, and I'm putting the dots together and I'm starting to visualize what they keep saying. So I visualize the words they say, and then I come with ideas. What if we do this? And what if we do that? And all of a sudden we are just brainstorming and brain dumping, and we put everything on the paper, and then I will go, I will sit with all of that, and then I start to put images together, and I create the mood board for that person, so they are not overwhelmed, and they can see, oh, okay, this is exactly what I wanted, or maybe not this one, so let's come up with other ways. So yeah, so it's really like deep dive into what they do and how they want to serve their clients, and from that the conversation just keeps going naturally, and I can visualize.
And I'm sure every time you take photos of your clients, you can see the progress and how they've changed. I know for me, since our first photo shoot till now, it's definitely evolved tremendously to, I mean, I could show you the pictures of before and after, right?
Right? Yeah. And it does attract the clients more. I've had so many testimonials of cases when people who started, and mostly they were using just selfies, and then when they actually invest in the branding shoot, the traction of clients were way higher. So it does build the clientele, and from the audience they convert into paying clients, and that's how they grow their business. And that's necessarily to be only, professional photos. You want to create that authentic mix with all of,
Exactly. And I personally have to say that definitely my business has increased and up-leveled since you've been taking my photos, the exposure of everything that you and I have worked with over the years. And, even though we started in 2018, I really didn't launch till 2021, which was last year. And within that year, it's just been a tremendous, it's been a
ride. Right for you. You were like launching rocket on that year.
Yeah, well, it does help if there are any entrepreneurs out there who have not had their branding photo shoots done. I definitely recommend Lea to shoot those for you, because I think what she did for me was she made me feel comfortable, because not necessarily was I afraid to be in the camera, but I wasn't comfortable taking photos all day, but it just flowed. I mean, everything just seemed to flow the first time, and then it felt more comfortable after that. And after that, it was kind of like, okay, I got it,
And I am a goofball. I am high energy, and once we have the aspect of preparation behind us, this is all in my intentions to make my clients feel comfortable. And if they say, hey, I am not comfortable with my body right now, I need to lose, or I don't know how to pose, we are having conversation, we are having fun, we are joking around, and I tell them what to do, and I teach them and direct them how to pose, how to smile, and it just kind of flows in the natural conversation and interaction. So they don't even have minds about, oh, the camera is pointing at me, oh, I should be nervous, or no, it's just chilling.
Yeah, it's just being yourself, authentic self.
Very much, yeah.
I will say that with you and Lucy too, who I have to mention, the two of you have really created my brand, because the look, I mean, hey, makeup does wonders for a photograph. The photographic makeup makes, the photos look even more fabulous. So I do have to commend you and Lucy working together with me and my brand and really making, Essential Ann what it is now. It's not just about beauty and looking good, it's just feeling wonderful and vibrant about yourself at any age. I mean, I am 55, but I don't feel or look 55. And of course, your photos don't make me look like my age, but it's just the joy that I feel when you're taking the photos, and you make me and everybody else feel so comfortable. So that's, thank you so much for you and Lucy for just making my branding photos look amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much. And Lucy is absolutely a rock star in feel what she's doing, and her personality is, I don't know, we like bouncing our energies off each other, and that's what creates the magic, I guess.
I know.
So
what are you doing now? Are you doing any photo shoots? Are you offering anything? Where can people find you?
So they can find me on my website, on my Instagram, and Facebook under Brand Images by Lea.
Mm-hmm.
And we are actually working on another refreshing sessions coming up with Lucy and I. This is in progress right now. And so we're going to be launching that pretty soon. And also once a year, I always, based on my previous photography experience, I cannot help myself not to offer the family photo sessions for the holiday cards.
Holidays.
So I do offer that only once a year, and now it's the time. So I am very flexible with the timing and location. So if anyone needs those photos to have done before Halloween and have that off their shoulders, so pre-gaming is the key. So they can absolutely reach out, and I will help them with it.
And so we'll have to let our viewers know that you are in Orange County,
California.
Right. County, California, in case anyone's watching from all over the world.
Yeah, I'm not going to Singapore. I may, but not for the families. Yeah, who knows? I am traveling at the end, so.
Yeah. But if anyone has any questions also on our Women's Wellness That Works page, you can also ask Lea any questions you have on, branding photography and how to prepare for branding photography. And you might have recognized Lea anyways from our previous interview that we did with her on Women's Wellness That Works. And she's also on our podcast, Essential Conversations with Essential Ann. So check her out and her story. She has an amazing story too that you want to hear. I thank you so much, Lea. Thank you for being with me all these years and just supporting me and my brand and just being a wonderful friend as well. You've just been like one of my closest friends here in Orange County. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, I'm so grateful for the moment which, actually Facebook got us together, I should say.
Yeah, actually.
So that's the beauty of the social media, right? Without that, we wouldn't be having this conversation today, I guess. Exactly. And I love you so much. You're doing amazing things. I like watching you, again, just raising to the stars, and reaching out to all these women who you want to help to succeed in every single area of their life. So this is such a motivation and inspiration for me and everybody else. So just keep up the good work. I am on your side to cheer you up. I am on your side to help you and promote you a lot. And thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate the conversation with you.
I'm one of your biggest fans. You always know that.
Likewise, girl.
So remember, every woman has her story. What's your story? Until next time, we'll see you on the next Women's Wellness That Works. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.